Hi, so in this video we're going to be drafting the back pattern of the basic skirt. So I've got my block, started my block here. You need to make sure that you've got enough space here at the back so that you are able to draw your pleat. So if you're going to start, so this is your A according to how we have it in the book, and remember now we need to draw from A to B, which is our waist to hip. As indicated when I did the front of the pattern, my waist to hip is 18.5 centimeters. So I put 18.5 there, I mark my 18.5, then I mark it there so that I can have a straight line that is parallel with this line. The next step is to draw, to do your skirt length, which is A to C. So we're going to move up from A here to C. My skirt length is 60 centimeters. So here's my 60. Let me just move it up a bit so that you can see. Here, mark again 60 centimeters. Draw my line. So this is your B. A to B, your waist to hip, and then A to C, this is your skirt length. So following the steps in the book, that is on page 10. From there, we need to do A to D, which is your quarter waist circumference minus 1 plus 3 centimeters. And if we're going to go with the pattern of the first skirt, where my measurements for the first skirt, where my waist was 79 centimeters. So divide by 4. And then we have my hips, which was 116 centimeters. Divide by 4, which is 29 centimeters. And let's look at 79 centimeters divided by 4. Let's go to 19.75. And according to the measurements, it will be minus 1 centimeter plus 3 centimeters of the dot. Here, it will be minus 1 centimeter when we get to the part of the hip. So 19.75 minus 1 plus 3 centimeters, it's 21.75. So we need to come here and mark 21.75. And that's our D. Your hip line, which is B here, is 29 centimeters minus 1. That gives you 28 centimeters. This is your B1. And moving right along, we have C2 that we need to draw, which we've said is indicated in the book. C to C2 is equal to B to B1, so that's 28 centimeters. Let's mark our 28 centimeters. And when we're done, we have to connect. That's your C2. We need to connect here. And then we need to move up 1 centimeter. All right. So the next step in the book says we need to do the dot, which is A to D, A to D divided by 2, 21.75 divided by 2, it's 10.8. And similarly to the front, we just take it up here so that we can have a straight line where it's 10.8. And this is our A1. And then to get A4 and A3, you have to move on both sides 1.5 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, which gives you A4 as well as A3. Now for the dart to move from A to A2 as indicated in the book, that is 14 centimeters. So we're going to move down 14 centimeters, which is your A2. And you will connect A2 to A3, connect A4, A2 to A4. And similarly, like we did in the front, you're just going to join D1. This is D. You're going to join D1 with A4. There you go. And then you must remember to just sort of just blend there a little bit so that when you finally stitch it, it doesn't have pointed sides. Now, as we discussed in the class that we had, you will move here 1.5. And connect C2 to this 1.5, like so. And then the next, what you are going to do, we need to do the pleat where we say C to E. So let's move from here, C to E. It's 4 centimeters. Next, it says to get from E to E1, you have to move up by 15 centimeters. So we're just going to move from C here and mark 15 centimeters. So we know this is our E2. And we just need to mark from E2 4 centimeters. Let's make a dot and then move from E, according to the book, this will to E1, which will be your E1 here, 15 centimeters. There you go. You have your E1. And then you join your E1 with E2. You have your pleat. And then from E1, we're just going to move down 1.5 centimeters, like so, and join E1 with that 1.5 centimeters with a curve like this. And from here as well, just move 1.5 centimeters down so that you can join it like this, like so. Now you have the back of your skirt. For us to now cut the pattern out, where we can now actually put it on the fabric to cut out the fabric, you can either cut everything out and add your 1.5 centimeter on the fabric, or you can do it like this here. You're adding 1.5 centimeter. You have to add 1.5 centimeter all the way around, like so. 1.5 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter. 0.5 centimeters. Here at the bottom of the skirt, because you are going to have a hem, preferably at 3 centimeters. connect like so. Here all the way around, we add our 1.5 centimeters. So even where you've blended, you must add 1.5 centimeters. If there a 1.5. And here at the top as well, you add your 1.5 centimeters. When you're done adding your 1.5 centimeters, this is where you're going to cut your pattern all the way around. And you have to do the same thing in the front as well, where you add your 1.5 centimeters all the way around. Remember, as discussed in the class, the 1.5 that you add at the bottom, in the middle of the skirt, at the back here, it's only because this is in instances where you need to accommodate normally people with a bigger hip line and bumps. So because I'm doing this for myself, I have to add this 1.5 centimeter, but it's not a standard. Okay, and we're done. We are now ready to put our pattern on the fabric and cut out.